Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Know the Facts. If you have any dirty commentary to send me, rotten emails, how I'm such a rat and I hate everybody, please send them. I appreciate stuff like that, especially the one I had on my last show. I think her name was Stella or something. I don't know what the hell her name was. She says I got to get my teeth fixed and something else. I don't know. She must think of things, and she must be very overweight thinking of these things sitting by her computer. That's why people like that think like that. Anyway, forget it. Now, I'm going to talk about the water. I'm going to go back to the articles in the newspaper and my own version. Shrewsbury officials stress it's safe to drink, say it may take up to 6 months to resolve. Well, that's a crock of baloney. The new multi-million state-of-the-art water treatment plant went online in October, but residents are still dealing with colored, smelly water that tastes like chlorine. It doesn't taste like chlorine. It tastes like an old bumper off a Mack diesel tractor trailer. It tastes like swill. That's what it tastes like. And it smells like raw sewage. Why don't you both get off your derrieres and go around to someone's houses down here in Precinct 2? You, Mr. Tzeski, and you, I don't know, your town manager, I don't know how to say your name, I don't really care. And come down here and conduct your own smell test. Yeah, come down to my place. And my whole apartment smells like a water treatment plant. I got air fresheners and everything all over the place. Yeah, you're doing a good job putting more crap in the new water system. That ain't going to resolve anything. That's not going to resolve anything. Did you ever hear of charcoal? Why don't you look it up and see what charcoal will do? Huh? No. Don't look at new things. Listen to other towns that you ask. Did you have a water problem? What did you do about it? Don't ask anybody with any brains. Two stupid idiots. The Bodias are two stupid idiots. They say it's safe to drink the water. Is it safe to drink? Is this the Kremlin? I think it is. My problem is who's Putin. I think the town manager is Putin, and Tzeski is, somebody off the street. We all have enough water problems, but when two officials say it's right to drink and your clothes come out of the washer and smell like sewage, these two officials, one lives in Holden and one lives in Sturbridge. How is their water in their town? Tell you, to drink water, any big shot with commentaries, write it in your email. Write an email. Water problems everywhere. They told us about the problem 1 year ago after it started. What babies, what is going on going to happen to them in the later years? The town helps those who pay the most taxes. Call the hospitals and see how people who are from Shrewsbury with kidney and liver problems. These young babies have to take a bath in it, and they have to drink their water in their formulas or whatever the mother makes them. What are they going to turn out to be? Their livers and kidneys are raw. They're susceptible to anything. No, but you people don't care because you don't drink water in this town. You got one of those what do you call it there? Those water tanks, refrigerated water tanks, in each one of your offices, and then you go back home and taste your water. You're two phonies is what you are. You're two big phonies, and you're liars. You're liars. Everything you said to Tzeski's been a lie right from day one. And now you conned the town manager. He's a liar too. Yeah, you're going to take care of the water. Yeah, we're all going to die before you take care of the water, you jerk. One lives in Holden, the other lives in Sturbridge. They put articles in the paper. What reason? To make everyone nervous? We're all getting this story secondhand. They don't care about residents at all. What conditions it could be addressed a long time, but they don't care. Get the people in town that know what they are doing. Some of the residents believe all the fairy tales. This science fiction is real. I will never be addressed It will never be addressed the way it should be, but keep spending tax money. Big question. What smell, how many gallons smell of, how much water smells of garbage? This is the last day, every day. You two don't care, just look for it. When you die, that stops. These parts of the part of the problem. Go ahead, and more money, why don't you? Resign. Why don't you resign? The superintendent and the town manager. 2 problems will really go away then. Maybe we'll get somebody. Many stories can help make up, just like the school department makes up stories. What a way to run a town. And at who's running the town? The water or you two idiots? What a way to run a town. Who's running the town? Does the town do a favor and both do the town a favor and both resign? We have no normal and trustworthy people running it now. Now they must have water problems in the offices. Why don't they drink the tap water? No, because they carry water from their house and probably a jug or something. And then when they get to the office, they have that refrigerated system there with the big bottle there and drink that water. Yeah, sure. Yeah, they're really clever. They think everybody in this town is stupid. They think everybody in this town is stupid. Well, believe me, I'm not stupid. I know every damn move you make. Someday I'll meet you at the town hall and I'll address you, and I'll address you just like this. I'm sick of you two idiots. You're turning this Shrewsbury into Russia. All you want is your term here. It's over. They can't tell you nothing, especially drink the water. You can't tell people to drink the water. Who the hell are you? What are you, 2 Russian diplomats or something? You carry machine guns? That's next. I find out where you live. No, you're no experts than Huey and Dewey. Listen to what they say after they hold a position in town. The only position they hold in town is stand in front of a toilet bowl. Pretty. They have a story about that. What is so special about the new town manager? He's too young and knows nothing. He lets the rest of the town, he lets the rest of the boards tell him what to do. The water superintendent, the only job he has is to stick his finger in the water, stating the water is too hot or too cold. The 3 million gallons that are lost every day. Where are they going? There's some business owner, you know? Huh? Yeah, that's probably where it's going. Yeah. And then this wonderful saying you have. When the water seems to be clearing up, if your water is still rusty, let your water run. Well, let it run for 4 years. Who's going to pick up that water bill? You? People in town, smarten up. Send your bill back to them. Let them pay for the goddamn water. Smarten up. No, you're too chicken-livered. All of yous. The water is, okay, filling these useless ponds around. Why don't the games against the residents stop? It won't, because the officials in this town like the limelight. That's why they show off the most and create havoc. The water superintendent dresses like Farmer Brown, a completely useless person. Resign. The town manager, all he does is brown noses people all around town. First, don't lost water, and stop saying you can't find it. Lie. Both of you resign. Stop taking money you don't deserve. Stop going before selectmen and groups and lie about the water. Bet you both enjoy that. Both of you cannot find how not to lie. Enough is enough. How long can you say that the kidneys and livers in these little babies are going to last? When they get older, they're going to have problems too. So go ahead, drink the water. Listen to these 2 idiots. They know nothing. When this all started 2 years ago, no one said a thing. Number 1, they don't care about no one. What goes through their mind is beautiful little baby. What goes through my mind is beautiful little babies getting sick. Who's going to pay for them? And who's going to help their parents? Not this damn town. All right, back to the paper issues. Official says this will last another 6 months. Sure it will, yeah. After months, if not years, of concerns about potential effects of rising manganese levels in water system, which also can discolor water. Yeah, what makes it taste like a sewer? What is it? What? You got so many broken water pipes and sewer pipes. You know where they are, but you don't want to fix them. Right, you'd rather give all your money to the friggin' school department. And they're rotten right to the core. Special town meeting in 216 authorized funding to construct a new treatment plant. Who cares? The mineral manganese occurs naturally in water and soil in the Northeast. It also found in most foods and especially the proper body function. Yeah, sure it does. Excessive long-term exposure could have adverse implications into neurological problems, particularly for infants. This is what I mean. There it is right there. I didn't make up what I said. Neurological problems in infants. What are these poor little kids going to do? What are these poor parents going to do? You ain't doing nothing for them. You're not doing nothing. They're drinking that poison, stinking, rotten, filthy water. Anybody that drinks the water's brain dead. Some residents in certain areas continue to experience discolored water as well as smell and taste of chlorine, which is being used to disinfect the water. Yeah, sure. Town officials have received several complaints. Residents have taken to Shrewsbury Community Forum Facebook. Oh, yeah, that's going to cure a lot, the Facebook. Yeah, sure. That's going to cure a lot. Elaine Zingarelli of Caroline Ave was one of those people reached by this phone this week. The retired Worcester Elementary School principal said she recently purchased a product online to clean the black stain online to clean the black stain around her commode tank caused by discolored water. She says she has heard of people whose laundry were ruined by brown water. That's easy to tell. The laundry comes out smells like someone just took a dump on your clothes. That's what it smells like. Yeah. Keep making the people buy products so to eliminate the smell. No product will eliminate it. That's the problem. Go to a laundromat in Worcester if you want clean clothes, or Millbury or Auburn or something. This has been happening for years now. It seems to me that the problem should be corrected, not continuing, she says. I'm very disappointed in the fact that I'm now buying the water and bringing it home from the market. I don't feel safe drinking water from a tap. Good girl, she's right. Karen A. Brown, manager of Rob Roy Salon in White City, says she runs tap water until it runs clear before using it. She says the water is dark brown and leaves a ring in the toilet bowl. She said one time a client with gray hair left with tinted hair because of the water. The customer didn't complain, but the hairdresser did. She was not a lady who had color, but could see there was a little color what was left. Water and sewer superintendent Dazeski wrote a letter to customers, and town manager, I don't know his friggin' name, I don't care, recently went on Ask the Town Manager. Who cares? That's that illiterate, stupid program that Donna O'Connor made. Ask the manager. Ask the manager to get out of town. That's what you should do. Because he's useless. Completely useless. Both stressed that the water is safe to drink. Yeah, sure it is. Yeah. They also pointed out that the new system is doing exactly what it's designed to do. Yeah, making the water smell more. Mrs. Tazeski told water customers full acclimatation will take up to 6 months, June of 2019, before the problem subsides. Yeah, sure. On Wednesday, Tazeski explained that the discolored water and sediment issues are the result of a process of introducing a different chemistry and biological makeup into the distribution system that is more than 100 years old. So what's that got to do with anything? What's that got to do with anything? There's other towns and cities that the pipes are older than 100 years old. So what are you trying to do, blame the pipes? That's what I mean about you. You got no brains. You got no brains. You look for the simplest, dumbest answer to tell the residents. Well, the residents of Shrewsbury are a hell of a lot smarter than you ever thought of being. You're useless. Completely useless. You and the manager there. I originally wrote both stressed that the water is safe to drink. You drink it. You drink it. Move to Shrewsbury and drink the water. And take the water thing out of your office. Yeah, sure, that'll be the day. Yeah, that'll be the day. The discoloration, sediment, and chlorine smell and taste are normal. Oh, really, huh? Oh, really, huh? Yeah, sure. Mr. Tzezeski told water customers the full, 6 months, yeah, sure. These are normal parts of reestablishing balance when the new processes are introduced in any water system, where this is the type of endeavor takes place. He said in an email, Mr. Town Manager said, the new system manganese is filtered out before it enters the water system, but still is inside some of the pipes. We're not putting any new manganese out into the system, but some of our pipes still have manganese. That is a sloughing off a little bit here and there, creating bursts of manganese. The town manager said, the taste and smell of chlorine in the water. The State Department of Environmental Protection requires a certain amount of chlorine. Yeah, sure. Not gallons. Certain amount of chlorine he added to drinking water to kill harmful organisms. You're doing it now with the chemicals you're putting in there. You're killing people. You're not killing organisms. You're killing your little babies. That's what you're doing. He said the proper amount of chlorine is going into the water, but the problem arises because there's the same organic material built up in some of the old pipes. The water is safe to drink. It's not chlorine gas. That's coming out of the pipes, Mr. Town Manager said. Yeah, sure it is. Sure. Adding that the town actually needs to use more chlorine in the process. Yeah, you mix more chlorine with the junk you're putting in already, and the water's going to take twice as long to clear up and destroy all the clothes in the washes. Everybody in town should sue the town of Shrewsbury. That's what everybody should do for being ignorant. Mr. Tzezeski said the new system was not specifically designed to filter out chromium-6 carcinogen, but in some wells, on 216 from the Environmental Working Group, a Washington, D.C. based thing. Yeah, sure. He said the DEP continues to do tests to determine the source of the chromium-6. It was thought that the Mezzo Automation Incorporated at 44 Bowditch Drive, a defunct metal plating company that operates at 722 Plantation in Worcester in 1930s. The town is continuing to replace and refurbish wells to make the water sources clean as possible. Yeah, the new water treatment plant, however, might help in reducing, I don't want to read any more of that crap. Let me start this here. This one here has got a picture of this Karen Brown with a discolored tray, and it's gray with gray hair in it. Shrewsbury officials stress it's safe to drink the water. See, they don't think. They put the same thing they wrote in one ad on the second article. The new multi-million-dollar state-of-the-art water treatment plant went on in October. Yeah, sure, who cares? After months, if not years, of concerns about potential effects of rising manganese levels in the water system, which also can discolor water, a special town meeting, who cares? It's also found in most foods and essentially for proper body function. But this excessive long-term exposure could have adverse implications, including neurological problems, particularly for infants. There it is again. There it is again. You're going to start killing little babies. That's what you're going to do. You're going to start killing little babies. Or they're going to go to St. Jude or the Shriners place. And they can't correct it because their liver and kidneys are rotted away from the rotten water in Shrewsbury. Some residents in certain areas continue to experience discolored water as well as the smell and taste of chlorine, which is being used to disinfect the water. Town officials have received several complaints and residents have taken, who cares, it's community forum. Lane Zingarelli of Caroline Avenue was one of those people last week. The retired elementary school teacher said she recently purchased a product online to clean a black stain buildup in a commode tank caused by discolored water. She said she heard of people whose laundry was ruined by brown water. That's why I say laundry smells like puke. This has been happening for years now. It seems to me the problem should have been corrected, not continuing. I'm very disappointed in the fact that I'm not buying the water. I'm now buying water and bringing it home from the market. I don't feel safe drinking water from the tap. Good girl. Karen A. Brown, manager of Rob Roy Salon in White City, said she runs tap water until it runs clear. Who pays for that water? Karen, who pays for that water you're running loose like that? She says the water is dark brown and leaves a ring in the toilet bowl. At one time, a client with gray hair with tinted hair left with tinted hair because of the water. The customer didn't complain. She was not a lady who had color, but you could see that if she left a little color, what was left. Water superintendent Jerk and the other jerk wrote a letter to customers and saying the town manager recently went on Ask the Town Manager. Will you please hang it up with that show? Ask the town manager. Ask the town manager nothing, because he knows nothing. Both stress that the water is safe to drink. Yeah, sure. Drink it. Drink it, drink it, drink it. They also pointed out the new system is doing exactly what it's designed to do. Yeah, ruining the water more. The discoloration, sediment, and chlorine smell taste are normal as the new system adjusts. Tazesky said water customers. Sure. The water customers' full inclination will take up to additional 6 months. Yeah. On December 19th, Tazesky explained that discolored water and sediment issues are a result of water introducing a different chemistry and biological makeup in the distribution system. They are more than 100 years old. There are normal parts of reestablishing balance when the new processes are introducing in any water system when the type of endeavor takes place. He stated in an email. The town manager said in the latest show there, with the new system, manganese is filtered out before it enters the water system. Big deal. What about the rest of the chemicals that you don't need in there? It enters the water system, but some of the built-up minerals are still on the inside of the pipes. We're not putting any new manganese into the water. You said you're adding chlorine and more minerals in the water. So, you don't care. You just don't care. The town is continuing to replace and refurbish wells to make the water source as clean as possible. The new water treatment plant, however, may help in reducing chromium-6. The polished sand blasted system is the latest biological treatment on the East Coast and the second largest in the country. The largest is Lake Havasu, Arizona. Biological filtration using natural process rather than the chemicals to remove contaminants that are small, possibly that have an effect on reducing hex chrome just by residential use. We are sampling every year. Yes, sample. Why don't you use that system they use in Frisco and all California? how they're using seawater, and they filter the sand and salt out of the seawater, and they make clean water. San Diego and a few of the other towns is on that system now. Why don't you do something like that? No, you're too dumb. You're too dumb. You're not going to use a system like that. Well, I figured I burned you out by now, and I figured there's people writing dirty, rotten, filthy things about me on the emails. So, have a good evening and good night.